first ball. And it's a 4. The finals of Wyong Warriors Premier League 8th edition. The Wyong Warriors are taking up the Indian Lions in the finals. We've had an exciting day today here with a few exciting matches. The runs were just flowing, and we're up to the finals now. The lights are up. One ball's gone and went away for the boundary. Second ball, dot ball, swinging out and a bounce. Callum, the bowler, has been consistent today with his magical spells. He managed to take the Wyong Warriors into the finals with his unbelievable spells, and it's in the air and it's out. Out. The first wicket's down for Indian Lions. Caught by Lachlan. Magical delivery from Callum. The first wicket down for Indian Lions. Papa, what do we go? How are the two? My cat. Lachlan. First over, second ball. The score is now 4 for 1 wicket. Rahul. Indian Lions batsman Rahul into the middle for the attack. Power play is on. Warriors bowler Callum has managed to get his first wicket in the first over. In the second ball, the lights are up. We're ready for the second and third ball now. Body line, defended it to the point, no runs. And then everything. Mic off again.
Hello, enna vende? Para.
Next batsman Rahul Kamboj on strike.
Okay. Bouncer, and the umpire calls it a no ball. No ball, just above the shoulders and over the head to the leg side. There's a lot of wind here in the evening. Take the reball. Good strike. Oh, nice try by Dibin Krishnan, but it unfortunately went away for a boundary. That's the second boundary of the innings by Indian Lions, which brings the score up to 9 runs with a no ball, with the loss of 1 wicket. Just 4 balls gone, and Indian Lions are into the attack. Swinging into the air, and it manages to clear the boundary. Nice try from the fielder Bonnie Korean, but it was far away for his reach, and it went away for a 6. The score now is 15 for 1. 1 over is gone. Callum was fighting the wind to bowl his balls, but Indian Lions at the same time managed to get 15 runs with a 6 and a couple of boundaries in the over, but 1 wicket down. And the score is 15 for 1 in 1 over. The wind is blowing like crazy. The fielders and the bowlers are trying to get into line, fighting against the wind. It doesn't look like it's helping at all. We have seen it the whole afternoon. Lachlan ball is first ball with a single, and we have always on. Rahul on strike now. He's scored 10 runs from just 4 balls. Massive bowling from Lachlan. That's a dot ball. Swinging out. And again, the wind's helping the bowlers, and the cracks in the pitch helping the seamers. As we always say, the seamers, if they get the seam in place, it will be a great ball. And we have the ball in the air. Oh, 1 bounce, 2 bounce, and a single. The batsman managed to get a single, and now we have always on strike. Cloudy evening, very windy. Wow, that's a dot ball from Lachlan again. Just over the stumps, into the off. The new ball seems to be swinging a little bit with the help of the wind. And 2 balls left in the over. Lachlan again. Another massive ball. Jack Harris saves it. Another throw. Didn't hit the stumps. Manages to get a single. And Rahul back on strike. 1 ball left to go in the over. Last ball of the over. Lachlan. Over pitch, into the legs, appeal. No, not given. Another single and leg byes. End of the over. Indian Lions scores 18 runs for 1 wicket. End of the second over. Okay, single, leg bye. The captain Manu brings Callum back to attack. He had a great first over, but again the wind didn't help it much. He's trying to get his rhythm back. Rahul on strike. First ball, dot ball. Great ball, and again swinging out. JB, the wicket keeper, has been consistent behind the wickets today. A lot of saves. Oh, another swing ball, but it's gone for a wide. The crowd is gathering together, but a few drops of rain is not to make them happy. Reball. Callum up in the air. No fielders. Clears the boundary. 1 bounce. 4 runs. Great strike from Rahul. 4. Straight to the bat. The middle of the bat picked it up and clears it for a boundary. Another 4 runs scored by Rahul, who is now 15 of just 9 balls. Oh, clean bowls! Callum did it. Callum, with his unbelievable ball, takes the 3 stumps away. Teams are coming together to cheer him up, and it was a great ball by Callum.
Next batsman, Hans Khatri.
Okay, thank you.
The umpires are looking around, just thinking the wind's not going away. It started before noon and it's still there and it's very strong. Callum doesn't look happy. He's reorganizing the fielders. There should be another plan coming up. He's an experienced player on the Central Coast, playing great cricket and the last man stance, and an excellent seam bowler with his right arm fast medium. Chatting with his teammate Jack Harris, who's on the top of the table for the world last man stance batsman. Next ball. Pitching on. Oh, just missed. Great try from Pat Farrell, but unfortunately went away for a boundary. Another boundary added to Indian lines, and it's the new batsman Harsh picking up a boundary in his first ball. The score now is 28.42 and 2 balls left to go in the third over. The fast outfield, the furious 10 over matches, we've seen a lot today. The ball flying here and there around the ground, and now the great final. Dot ball. Coming back into attack. Callum picks his rhythm back up. After the boundary, he manages it with the dot ball. Great comeback. And Callum is into his last ball of the innings. Another dot ball. Great finish. End of the over. And it is 28 for 2. Callum finishes up with 24 runs for 2 wickets. He conceded a little bit of runs, but he managed to pick up the top order batsman from Indian lines. Great performance throughout the day by Callum with the bat and the ball, and also awesome on the field. A great all-rounder for Warriors. And now we have Lachlan back into attack, who only given out 3 runs. A great first over, just 3 runs. Back into attack, and we have Owais on strike. Let's see what happens. Great ball, struck on the leg, manages to get a single, and it's a leg bye. 1 run. Leg byes. And again, great bowling performance by Lachlan. Aiming at the stump, the batsman coming into the middle, and manages to get away with his body on it. Another great ball over the stumps. No, it's not a wide. A dot ball. The batsman move over to the offside to hit it to the fine leg, but no contact with the bat, and it ends up in the wicketkeeper's hands. Another dot ball. Wow, that's an overpitched ball. Again, ends up in the wicketkeeper's hands. The batsman couldn't touch it. It was fast. Couldn't even figure out where it was going, and the wind, especially the pitch, helped it swing out a little bit. The batsman swinged at it, but no result. Again, it comes back with the same ball again. Batsman appeals for a wide, but umpire shakes his head, and that's a no wide. Another dot ball by Lachlan. Just 1 leg bye runs in this over. No contact with the bat. 2 balls left in the over. Up in the air, ends up in, it's a caught out, ends up in Pat Farrell's hands safely. Great catch by Farrell and great bowling performance by Lachlan. Claims his first wicket with his excellent bowling spell, just 3 runs in 2 overs for 1 wicket. Batsman walking out.
Hello?
Next batsman, Aditya.
Aditya. Okay, thank you.
Aditya
Thank you.
Jaiswal comes into the middle. Batter number 5. Great performance throughout the day. Love to see if we can see if he can pick his team up and make it up into a great score for a great fight in the finals. Checks the stumps, fixes his point. He's going for the 3rd stump, which clearly says he wants to hit. But Lachlan, with his special spell, is not even looking bothered. With his last ball of the innings, great ball again, but edged and gone away for 4 behind the wicketkeeper. Bad luck to Lachlan. Unfortunate edge, and the ball just flew away from the wicketkeeper and manages to find the boundary line. Another 4 runs into Indian lines, and it's 33 for 3 after the end of 4 overs. Lachlan's spell is over with 7 runs and 1 wicket in just 2 overs.
Jack Harris.
Comes into the attack. Next is we have Jack Harris. Has been a great player throughout the last couple of years for the Wyong Warriors, with his great performance with his bat. He's the number 1 in the world last man stance with his bat, and also shows up some excellent performance with the ball. With the first ball overpitched, rests in the wicketkeeper's hand. The batsman couldn't handle it, and it's a dot ball. No runs from the first ball. Good start to Jack Harris' spell. Great wicket keeping. Eyes on the ball. Managed to get a single. Going down. Mid only. Just 1 run off the last ball. Aditya on strike. Balls into the stumps. Overpitched. Oh, direct hit. Is it an out or not out? Umpire walks away and it's a not out. Batsman managed to get into the crease and it's 1 run. Great save by Divin Krishnan in the mid. Throws it straight to the stumps and it hits the stumps, but the batsman was safely in. Looks a bit exhausted out there. Long day. Massive strikes. And this is the biggest game of the day. Picks up the ball, flicks it to the boundary. Another 4 added to the Indian Lions scorecard. And now it's 39 for 3 and 2 balls left to go in the over. A good run rate of 8.36 for Indian Lions. But is it enough or not? It's finals and it's only a 10-over game. Bit of a confusion. Bowler walks back and balls again. Aditya back on strike with a single in the last ball of the last over. The score now is 44 for 3 in 5 overs at a run rate of 8.8. Jack Harris starts his spell with conceding 11 runs in 1 over with a couple of boundaries there. The sky is going dark, but the lights are up. It's lighting up the whole oval. And end of the 5 overs, we are swapping the wickets now. The bowlers will be bowling from the other end, which is also a little bit favourable to the batsmen with the wind blowing in their direction, and also the ball can slow down a bit before it gets to the batsman, so it can be in either one's favour. Let's see what happens. Dennis Syriac with his first ball of the final. Has been on dot in the last few games today. Ball goes up in the air, a few bounces, good save from Pat Farrell, just a single. Dennis has been so economical today, studying the batsman. He managed to get the ball into the right space. Flicks it away for a single. Safe bowling so far by Dennis Syriac. He's a consistent all-rounder for Wyong Warriors. Full toss. Another single for always. And safe. The fielders are rotating around. A few clouds in the air. Hopefully the final won't be disrupted by the rain. Off cut. Ends to the boundary. Another boundary for Indian Lions. Aditya with his great batting performances. Just 9 runs from 4 balls. Brings up the 50 for Indian Lions in just 5 overs and 4 balls. 51 for 3 at a run rate of 9. The run rate is picking up in the last couple of balls. Dennis Syriac pitches in the middle, just misses the wicket keeper, manages to get out of the single, trying for a double, mix up, oh, safely landed. The throw was a bit slow. The non-striker makes himself comfortable in the crease. A chance of run out is gone. Fielders back in the position. Pitches in the middle, dot ball. Good wicket keeping again by JB. End of the over. It's 52 for 3 after the end of 6th over. Dennis Syriac with this great spell, conceding just 6 runs in his first over. In a 10 over format, it's a great economy. Just 6 runs of the first over. Jack Harris comes back into attack. He's already conceded 11 runs in 1 over. Unfortunate for him, the ball can find the boundary a couple of times in this last over. Otherwise it was a great over. Pitches right in front of his legs and into the mid-on. Sinnock saves it just for a single. And it's always back on strike. Another great dot ball. balls. Great save from Jaibi, the wicket keeper. And he's shaking his head and laughing away. Looks like he doesn't even know how it ended up in his gloves. Another dot ball. Hits the wicket keeper's leg. Moves away for a single. I think he was still excited from the last ball. Couldn't manage to see the ball. He says it himself. Yeah, he's rotating his head around and gets him back into the game. Jack Harris takes it away to the boundary, to the third man. Another boundary added to the Indian Lions innings, and it's 58 for 3. 2 balls left to go in the over. 58. 58. Jack Harris moves his cover field to the left a bit. Ball up in the air. Manages to find the ground and it flies. Oh, great save by Pat Farrell there. The ball nearly finds, and then he turns up with a great dive and saves the boundary. Just 2 runs. A great save by Pat Farrell. Slides on the ground and saves the ball. And the ball goes the same way, and then good try from Pat Farrell again, but it was a little bit away from him. The ball manages to get the boundary, and it's 63 for 3 after 7 overs. Jack Harris finishes up his spell with 21 runs in 2 overs, no wickets. A good spell from Jack Harris. Thinking about the 10 over format, it's not a bad performance if you consider the economy rates. The batsmen are always in charge of the 10 over format. They're always ready to swing their bats. And if the bowler manages to find the sweet spots and defeats him, that's a great spell, which we have just seen from Jack Harris. Into the middle, we have Leslie into attack with his leg break, slow balls. Mix up. No, the batsman is back in the crease, but it's a wide ball. Leslie starts up with a wide ball. Wait. Great bowling. No fielders in there, and it finds the boundary. First boundary against Leslie. He's had a great day today with his leg break. He confused his batsman a lot today. We've seen it. I'm sure he's back into the rhythm now. An unfortunate boundary to start off the spell. Second ball, one bounce. Oh, misfield. Pat Farrell was great on the field. I think it's the lights causing trouble. And the wind just flicked off his hand, and it finds the boundary. Another boundary for Indian Lions at 72 for 3. We're really in the wicket here, and that's a dot ball. Great bowling performances by Leslie here. Another great ball, just missed the stumps. The keeper struggling, but no runs. Another dot ball by Leslie. Great comeback after the boundary and the wide. 2 dot balls. Another dot ball, and it's an appeal. Big appeal from the keeper and the bowler, and it's an out. Out. Clean bowled. Clean bowled. Aditya gets away for 23 for 12.
Next batsman Sahil.
Leg break. Magical leg break bowling from Leslie. Great comeback after the boundary and the wide. And he finds the stumps now. Aditya walks out with this 23 runs innings. എടാ അരുണേ ഒരു ബിയർ കൊണ്ടുവരാം എടാ ഞാനൊരു 6 ബിയർ കൊണ്ടുവരാം എവിടെയാ വെച്ചാൽ
അതിവിടെ ഇങ്ങനെ കുടിച്ചെടുക്കുമായിരുന്നു.
എടാ ആ റൂമിലുണ്ടായിരുന്നു പക്ഷേ
അല്ല അവിടെ നീ കിച്ചനോട് വെച്ചു കിച്ചനെടുത്ത് നീ പറഞ്ഞു
ഒന്നും
ബ്രേക്കാണോ വലിയ ഡിലേ ആണോ?
1 ball left to go for Leslie. The next into the middle is Sale. Sale on strike. Leslie ready for the last ball. Great comeback after the boundaries and the wide. Let's see what he can do next. Another leg break. Cheats the batsman and ends up in the wicket-keeper's hands. Right into the over, and it's 72 for 4 at the end of 8 overs at the run rate of 9. അത് പിക്കപ്പ് ചെയ്യുന്നില്ലേ? എന്തൊക്കെ വേറെ ഇറ്റാലിയനിലൊക്കെയാണല്ലോ വരുന്നത്. Dennis back into attack. Drive. Great fielding. Misses the stumps. 1 run. Controlled bowling from Dennis Surik. Just 11 balls left in the innings. And it's a wide.
Wide ball.
They have to find something to bring the runs up at least above 100 to lead the fight back in action. And it's a final of a 10 over format, so they need runs, and they are finding it just by singles at the moment. The bowlers are in control at the moment. Dennis with his another great ball, just conceding 1 runs, puts always back in strike. Slow ball, defends it, but no runs. Only 9 balls left in the innings. The batsmen have to do something to bring the live action for the game into the finals. And it's a wide ball. Extra runs are coming up. The wind is starting to slow down. Great pick into the ends up in the fielder. Great catch by Lachlan. Another wicket down for Indian Lions. Always 19 runs of 17 runs, and he walks out to the pavilion now. Not a great strike rate for a 10 over format.
76. Next batsman. Hello, who is the next batsman? Anyone from the Indian Lions?
The fielders look quite happy now. The fifth wicket is down just for 76 runs in the 10-over format with
Manu!
just 8 balls to go.
മനു ബാറ്റ്സ്മാൻ ആണെന്ന് വെച്ചേ ആ ഓക്കെ ഓക്കെ
Sunny.
സണ്ണി ഫാസി
Sunny comes into the middle, the left-hander, the only left-hander of Indian Lions. Comes into the middle,
ഓക്കെ
takes the strike with only 8 balls to spare. Dennis Suriak round the wicket, aims the stumps, and it's a big wheel, and it's given 2 wickets in 2 balls. Dennis on fire. Another wicket down for Indian Lions, 2 wickets down in 2 balls. Dennis Suriak on a hat-trick. Six down for 76 in 8.5 overs.
ആര് നീറ്റു ആ
Nitu comes into the middle, takes charge of the attack. Dennis Suriak on a hat-trick. Dennis Suriak with his hat-trick ball, a catch, an LBW, and what happens next? Oh, dot ball just misses the wickets, and unfortunately the hat-trick. But great performances in 2 overs, just conceding 10 runs and 2 wickets claiming. Only 4 runs in the last over, just with 1 over to spare. Only 6 balls left for Indian Lions to bring the score up, to put it into the fighting final score. With the 6 balls remaining, they'll really have to do something to bring the score up to make the final live. Back into the attack is Leslie with his leg break. Finds the leg of the batsman, and it's a leg by signal from the umpire. Only 1 run. Few more extras coming into the runs. Second ball cheats the batsman and ends up in the wicketkeeper hand. No runs. Great turn by Leslie with his leg break bowling. The batsman is not getting any idea about where the ball is going. He manages to picks it up, goes away for 1 run, tries for the second, and safely finishes off the second run. 2 runs. 4 balls to go in the final over of Indian Lions innings. 79 for 6 with Nitu on strike. Picks it up. Another safe fielding by the Warriors. Dennis Suriak throws it back to the keeper, and just 1 run. 2 balls to go now. 2 sixes. Nope. Scrolls it on the ground just for 1 run. Great bowling performances by Leslie. Leg break. Great leg spinner, the young chap. Another great bowling. And the last over only finds a single. Tries for the second, and it's run out. Only 1 run, and the last Nitu gets out for 4 runs from just 5 balls, and it's a great save and great run out by the wicket keeper J. Vimani. The Indian Lions ends up with a score of 82 for 7 in 10 overs, and the Warriors needs 83 runs to lift the title, to lift the trophy. And we will see you in about 10 minutes with the second innings. Keep in touch. into the middle. Sets up a target of 83 for Wyong Warriors in 10 overs. The required run rate will be just over 8 runs at over, and comes into the middle. The world number 1 in last man standings batsman Jack Harris
TUGGERAH കാലം വായിച്ചു.
with Callum, who has been consistent today with his bat. We've seen the
And-
magical innings from him in
See,
where he hit 92 runs in just 21 balls with 11 sixes and 6 fours earlier the day.
is that Vijay Bandy?
Jack Harris on strike with a target of 83 runs to claim the title of Wyong Warriors Premier League 8th edition. First ball of the innings, dot ball, manages to make it a single, and Warriors opens up their scorecard with a single. Jack Harris is off the strike.
Bowler ആരാ?
It was a minor edge on Jack Harris. Wicketkeeper couldn't manage to get it. Drops on the ground and goes away for a single. Callum is on strike now. Second ball of the innings of the final. Great bowling performances from Vijay Bandy of Indian Lions. Pitches into the middle and finds the wicketkeeper's gloves. No runs. Callum leaves off with his bat. And here comes the third ball. Another great bowling from Vijay. Another dot ball. Callum's struggling a bit,
ചാടാ പറിക്കണം.
but he's trying to get his rhythm back into the attack.
ചാടാ പറഞ്ഞ മതി.
Ball is flying away from the stumps at the moment. The wind's picking up again. Appeal. Outside the legs. Umpire walks away. Not out. Ball was swinging in the air again with the winds picking up. Callum hasn't opened his account yet with 3 dot balls. Swinging the bat in the air, but another dot ball. The ball manages to chip the batsman again and rests in the wicketkeeper's gloves safely. 1 ball left to go in the first over. Wyong Warriors just 1 run. A little bit of struggle in the middle there. The opening batsman for Warriors, Jack and Callum. Another dot ball. Was it an edge? Yeah, it was an edge and dropped. The wicketkeeper again, the second drop in the first over. 2 great chances to get the greatest batsman of Warriors out. 2 missed chances. End of first over. Warriors 1 run with bowlers. 5 dot balls and 2 drop catches. And what happens next? Who's the next bowler? Bowler!
Who is the bowler?
Brings Sunny into attack. Sunny, the right arm medium pacer. Brings the mid off in. Takes the mid on out. With his first ball, Jack Harris on strike. Swings away. Edges in just 1 run. Jack Harris off the mark with Callum back on strike. Callum gets ready for the second ball after 5 dot balls in the first over. Swings it away and finds the boundary. It's 4 runs and A great start to the second over. 4 runs in the second ball. 6 runs after 8 balls. Wyong Warriors chasing a target of 83 in 10 overs manages to get 6 runs in 8 balls. A long way to go. Callum back on strike. Sonny on attack. Swings away. Oh, over the fielder. Just misses the catch. An easy chance to get Callum out. And it finds the boundary. Another boundary for Callum. The fielder was safely standing on the field with both hands open. But the ball just flew over the hands and finds the boundary. Second boundary of the innings. 10 runs after 9 balls. Callum's on strike. Sonny back into attack. Swings it away. Third boundary. Third consecutive boundary for Callum. After the 5 dot balls in the first over, he finds his rhythm back, and it's the third consecutive boundary for Callum. 12 runs of 8 balls. Warriors now 14 runs. Defends it for a single, and Callum's off the mark. Brings Jack Harris back on strike. One ball left to go in the second over. Sonny keeps the field as it is. No changes. Swings a bat, but it's a dot ball. End of the over. Warriors 15 runs for no loss. And Warriors need another 68 runs from 48 balls to bring the trophy back into the Warriors shelf. Bowler!
Who is the bowler?
Who's the bowler? Who is the bowler?
One. Same bowler. Yeah.
Vijay back into attack, and after his successful first over with just 1 run in 1 over with 5 dot balls, Vijay back into attack. Callum on strike, flicks away to the off, misses the fielder. Another fielder runs, ends up with 2 runs for Callum. Safely lands in the crease. No doubts there. Now 66 runs needed from 47 balls. Dot ball, leaves it, swings into the off. Great bowling from Vijay. Great showcasing of good bowling and good batting from both Indian Lions and Wyong Warriors here in the middle. With the lights up, swings the bat over the boundary, and it's for 6. 6 from Callum. After 3 consecutive boundaries in the next over, he found a 6. His first 6 of the innings. Over the cover and gets ready for the next ball. Swings it again, but leaves. Ends up in the wicketkeeper's hands safely. Good bowling and swing from Vijay again. Looks like he's finding the rhythm back after the 6. Great comeback by Vijay. Good economy rates for a 10 over format. Just over 5 runs and over. Tries to defend it. Oh, it looks like it hits his neck. Is he in trouble? Oh no, it looks like he's okay. Good bowling again by Vijay. Callum's looking around the fielders, making plans for the next ball. Last ball. Callum on strike, defends it just for a single to end the over. Keeps the strike for himself. End of 3 overs. Warriors 24 for no loss. Callum with his 22 runs of 15 balls, and Jack Harris supporting him with 2 runs of 3 balls.
Who is the new bowler? Thank you.
Change in bowling. Brings Sachin into the middle for attack. Sachin Chowdhury is shown a few classics today for the Lions throughout the league's matches and the quarterfinal. He's back into the attack, brought into the attack with the great ball. Ball is in the air, fielder is approaching it, and safely taken. Callum's gone. Callum's gone. A great catch by the Indian Lions. First ball by Chowdhury. The ball finds the fielder from the air. Callum walks away, and we have Sinoj Abraham comes into the middle to carry out with the attack with a target of 83 runs. Sinoj comes 1 down throughout the day. He's managed in every single match to bring the run rate up for the Warriors. A few balls and a lot of runs, and he's a trustable batsman for the Warriors, and he's in the middle now, taking the strike, getting comfortable, facing Chowdhury. Eyes on the ball. And it's a wide out. The keeper misses it, and the batsman manages to take a single. So wide and 1 run. Sinoj takes off the mark. Jack Harris back on strike. Jack Harris, let's see if he takes in charge now. He was leaving it for Callum for the last couple of overs. He's trying to swing the bat. The ball swings away to the off. Great outswinger by Chowdhury again. Good bowling performances. Two balls gone so far, and he's managed to get the wicket of Callum, the important wicket. A vital performance. Another dot ball by Chowdhury. Jack Harris struggles a little bit. It was a good length just under the bat. Swinging again outwards and finds the wicket keeper safely. No runs off the last ball. And here Chowdhury again. Another swing from Jack Harris, but again no result. Not finding the bat. No contact at all. Jack Harris is trying to swing his bat to get the runs in no time, but the last 3 balls is showing that the ball is not at all friendly with him. The ball swings, but end of the bat. Oh, second run, and it's an out. Sinoj, the trustable batsman, is getting out. An unbelievable fielding performance by the Lions, and run out. Sinoj has been consistent today, but today he hasn't had a chance to show his strike. He was off the mark. He was trying to get a second run, which was not impossible, but with the great performance, the great fielding performance by the Lions, ends him up back in the pavilion. And we have Dennis Syriac walking into the middle now. an attacking batsman for the last couple of years.
Sorry, I'm still not sure about that.
Dennis was in the news a few years ago for hitting the fastest 100 in Australia in the grade cricket. And then he moved over to the Central Coast from Orange. Has been playing for Warriors since and has been really consistent. He's out in the middle now. Jack Harris on strike. And it's a wide. The ball flies away from the batsman. And it's a wide. Jack Harris tries to find the ball, but it's too wide for him to reach. Jack is looking up in the air. It's pitch black up in the sky, but the lights around the oval is good enough to see the ball. Swings it, great fielding, and single. Jack Harris keeps the strike with a single in the last ball. After 4 overs, Warriors 29 with 2 wickets down.
Oh shit.
Jack Harris keeps the strike with a single in the last ball. Who's the bowler? Sorry? Rahul. Rahul Kamboj. Thank you. Umpire! 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 One moment, please. Run out. Synergy. Run select. Save. Singular. Last Dennis. Dennis. Okay. Save. Singular. The bowler. Who's the bowler again? Rahul Kamboj.
Okay. Thank you, mate.
Thank you. All good. All good. Thank you. Raul comes into attack for Indian Lions with a 333 on his back. Great bowling. Short pitched into the bat and finds the boundary. Good batting from Jack Harris. Short pitched ball aiming at his body. Resists with the bat into the short through the point and finds the boundary. Jack Harris brings his individual score up to 8 of 9 balls and looks like he's starting to attack. Swinging the bat again, not the sweet spot, but finds a single to get off the strike. And it's Dennis Syriac in the crease now, facing Raul with his medium pace. 2 balls gone in the over. Warriors are 33 for 2. And Raul swings the bat, no contact, and it's a dot ball. With the target of 83, Warriors are struggling a little bit with a dark sky and the lights lit around them. Overall, it should be the first experience for them playing in the dark, trying it hard to find the runs, just managing with the singles at the moment. With one ball left to go in the fifth over, only 35 with a run rate of 7.24, and the required run rate is over 9 runs at the moment. And let's see what they can do. Dennis on strike, ball up in the air, keeper and the fielder runs into it, and it rests in keeper's hands safely. Dennis out. Dennis walks back into the pavilion. A great catch by the wicketkeeper, and Lions back into attack with another wicket. Third wicket down for Warriors. 35 for 3 after the end of 5 overs, with the required run rate climbing up. Great change of bowling by the captain from the Lions, bringing Rahul into attack. Just conceded 7 runs in 5 balls, and the last ball of the over was a wicket.
And who's the keeper?
Edged up in the air. The attacking batsman Dennis Surik gets out for just 1 run. Good catch by the wicketkeeper. The fielders look happy. They feel like they're back into attack. 1 step ahead of Warriors into the trophy. The 8th edition of Wyong Warriors Premier League, and the Lions are so energetic, and we can see all the confidence in their faces now that they can claim the trophy. Jack Harris still in the middle, trying to save the team, and we have
Who's on side?
Patrick Farrell to companion Jack Harris for the chase. Pat Farrell was showing up some great massive innings early through the day with the 92 runs of just 21 balls with his 11 sixes and 6 fours, just 1 dot ball. Jack Harris swings the bat, saves land on the ground, and just 1 run. Off the mark, Jack Harris and Pat Farrell
Who is the bowler?
is facing this first ball with a lot of wind going on around again. It's not really helping the batsman. The ball is moving around without any warning. Another single. Off the mark, Jack Harris back on strike. Sachin Chowdhury back into attack after his 1 wicket, 5 runs in the first over. Jack Harris flicks it away to the leg on, finds 2 runs, back on strike, Jack Harris. Finding the momentum very slowly, but always remember that it's only a 10 over format. And swings in the air, finds the boundary, and it's another 4 runs for Jack Harris. A boundary after a long wait. Jack Harris finds the boundary. It brings up Warriors up to 43 for 3 wickets, with 2 balls left to go in the 6th over. And still the required run rate is climbing up. We have to wait and see what Jack and Pat Farrell can do to save the Warriors, or the Lions. They're still fighting to claim the championship. Sachin back into attack again. Swings. The ball flies away from the batter, and it was a wide, and the ball ends up over the boundary. So it's 4 runs with a wide. That will bring the Warriors up to 48 runs with another 2 balls left with the wide ball. Looks like the ball is slipping away from the bowler. It was far away from the batter on the leg side. Jack Harris gets out. It was a great bowling from Sachin. Pitches on the leg, swings into the off, clear edge and rests in the gully. Jack Harris walks away. Jack Harris with his 17 runs of 14 balls, trying to do an anchoring for the Warriors, but ended up in the fielder. He walks away with 17 runs, and Warriors now 48 for 4 wickets with just 1 ball left in the 6th over. Sachin claims the second wicket. Great comeback after a couple of boundaries and the wide. Sachin now has 2 wickets for 17 runs with 1 ball left to go in the finals. Dibin Krishnan comes into the middle for Warriors. Dibin, right-handed batsman, great player, dedicated. His running between the wickets has been unbelievable. Great pace between the wickets, and if he has the right partner, he finds runs. First ball for Dibin, leaves it, trying to settle into the middle. First ball, it's a leave. And end of the over. Wyong Warriors 48 for 4. 4 overs left to go, and Warriors need 35 runs at a required run rate of 9 runs and over. 9 runs and over with 4 overs left. 35 run required to lift the title.
Who is the bowler?
ആരാ? ഇല്ലല്ലോ, അവന് ചെയ്തില്ല. ഫസ്റ്റ് ഓവർ ആയിരിക്കും. Brings in Harsh into the attack. Harsh Khatri with his first over. Pat Farrell on strike, and it's again 35 runs needed of 4 overs with the required run rate climbing up slowly at a pace of 9 runs required and over now. Pat Farrell on strike. Harsh brought into the attack, and first ball. Oh, takes the stumps in the first ball. Pat Farrell disappointed and walks away. Trying to leave the ball, finds the stumps. Pat Farrell very disappointed and walking away to the pavilion. The required run rate is climbing up again and again, and we have Lachlan walking into the middle to replace Jack. Pat Farrell. A lot of confidence you can see on the faces of the Lions with great bowling performances. Warriors already down 5 wickets with 48 runs on the scorecard, with a lot of runs to gain. Exciting match in the finals of Wyong Warriors Premier League 8th edition. A great showcasing of great performance by the batters and the bowlers. They're trying to overcome all these factors like strong wind, dark sky, and the fast bowlers. The bowlers are showcasing an amazing performance for the crowd to enjoy. Harsh with the first ball, first wicket. Lachlan gets off the mark with a single, rotating the strike to Dibin Krishnan. All the eyes on Dibin now. He's a trustable batsman. He's been for Warriors for the past few years. one of the founder members of Wyong Warriors, right in the middle with the bat for a rescue. Gets off the mark, Dibin with a single, but that's not enough. Do they realize that? I think someone needs to tell them that we need more runs. The rain's starting to fall now. The drops are falling over the fielders. They still don't realize that it's raining or sprinkling. Three balls gone for Harsh. Only given away 2 runs and took 1 wicket. An important wicket of Pat Farrell, who has been attacking and unbelievable throughout the day. An unbelievable ball in swinger finds the stumps where Pat was trying to leave it. Another good ball from Harsh. Dot ball. Lachlan, the left-hander, is struggling to find the pace, struggling to find the rhythm, and the required run rate is climbing up, rocketing up. Warriors need 33 runs from 20 balls now, which is not impossible, but with the situation that we are in now, with the wind blowing away from the bowler, giving some preference for the bowler, batsman struggling to find the direction of the ball. We haven't seen any boundaries in the last few balls. I think it's time for attacking now. With only 20 balls remaining. Harsh. Oh, 1 bounce. Slightly missed the catch. Into the same position where Pat Farrell got out. But safely lands on the ground. 1 bounce into the fielder. Claiming 1 run. Still need 31 more runs in 18 balls. End of the over. Wyong Warriors 52 runs for 5 wickets. 52. 52. 52. "31 runs needed in the last 3 overs. The required run rate climbing over 10 runs an over. Dibin Krishnan back on strike.
Who's the bowler?
Rahul brought back into attack. With his first over, where he conceded 7 runs and took 1 wicket. The ball flies away. 1 bounce for 4 runs. Another 4 runs for Wyong Warriors. It's 56 for 5. Yeah, 3 overs to go. Yeah. 17 balls to go. Yeah. Dibin Krishnan back on strike with his last ball boundary. 1 bounce. Swing with the bat again. Oh, misses the wicket keeper and finds the boundary again. Another 4 runs for the Warriors. Another 4 runs. 2 consecutive boundaries for the Warriors. Dibin Krishnan takes it into action, brings the Warriors alive in the fight for the title. 2 consecutive boundaries. 8 runs in 2 balls. Brings the required run rate down to, looks like it's wide, and they run for a run, and It's a run with a wide. That's another 2 runs added to the Warriors scorecard. 10 runs so far in 3 balls with 2 boundaries and a wide with a run. So that's 10 runs, brings the target, the required runs, to 21 runs in just 16 balls. Anything can happen now. Lachlan is on strike now. Lachlan defends the ball, finds a single, brings Dibin back on strike. Dibin finds 2 consecutive boundaries in this over and gets away with another single on a wide ball. He's back on strike now. Lachlan was safe enough to make another single to rotate the strike for Dibin Krishnan. The wind is blowing away, you can probably hear it. Dibin swings it away. 1 bounce. No, it's a 6. 6 runs. 2 boundaries and a 6. Dibin Krishnan on attack brings Warriors back on the fight. The crowd is enjoying now. They know that they're back into the attack and they're nearly lifting the title today. The required runs is now down to 14 runs and just 14 balls. Dibin Krishnan on great showcasing now of his boundaries. 2 4s and 1 6 in just 4 balls in this over. Rahu. Ball is on the air. Anything can happen. Dropped. And 1. 2 runs. And Dibin is back on strike with another 2 runs. That's 2 boundaries. 1 6. A wide. An LB. And another 2 runs. Dibin is back on strike for the last ball of the over. And it was a turning point of the game. The turning point, the whole over. Oh, dot ball ends the over with the dot ball. Now it's 12 runs required from just 12 balls. But it was a massive over for Warriors, the last over. Raul was brought back into attack as he claimed 1 wicket for just 7 runs in his previous over. And he started off his over with 2 boundaries, and then he considered a wide with a run and another leg by a single, and then Dibin comes back into strike and hits a massive 6, followed by a couple of runs to keep the strike, but a dot ball to end the over. Now the game is getting to an exciting end with just 2 overs left and 12 runs for Warriors to lift the trophy, and another 5 wickets, maybe another, stop the Warriors with another 10 runs for the Lions to claim the trophy. The Lions still has the confidence on their faces. They're rearranging the field. എനിക്കൊന്നും കേൾക്കത്തില്ല. Oh. 2 overs left. Let's see what Lachlan can do. Only 12 balls left, and we still need 12 runs. And with the Lions, they need 5 wickets or stop the Warriors at 10 runs to claim the trophy. First ball off the mark. Lachlan with a single. Dibin Krishnan back on strike. Harsh with a confident second over, and the end of the spell for the day. 5 balls remaining for Harsh, and it's a crucial over for both Lions and the Warriors. Harsh looking around, checking up the fielders. Has he got everyone online? Yes, he has, and he's bowling now. A lot of confidence on the faces. Swings the bat, finds the boundary. Dibin Krishnan again lifting the confidence and the trust of Warriors. Another boundary brings a required run to 7 runs from just 10 balls. 7 runs just from 10 balls. Warriors were struggling at some stage, and as soon as Dibin walked into the middle, it just changed. Just 1 over. He changed the whole story of the innings with his 1 6 and 2 4s and a double. Now, the crowd is about to celebrate. The ball is flying away to another boundary, and it's the win for Warriors is just 3 runs away and 10 balls or 9 balls. Dibin, the crowd is about to lift him up in the air. I can see that they're all excited and they're all starting the celebrations now. They're singing and dancing and clapping up in the air. Dibin brings the match back into the life. Dibin Krishnan, a massive comeback. Dibin Krishnan, wide ball, and a single that brings the scores to a level.
A level. How many runs? How many balls left?
Like 8 balls.
Seven.
It's a level, yeah.
Seven.
1 more run to make. The scores are level now. The scores are level now. Unbelievable. The Warriors were struggling at some stage, and Dibin comes into the middle. Lachlan, with his great support, brings the score up to the level now for Warriors to lift the title. Just 1 run away in 9 balls. Just 1 run away in 9 balls. Unless some miracles happen, the Warriors are walking into the presentation to lift the title now. Little bit of confusion out in the middle. Vice Captain JB walks into the umpire. Don't really know what's happening there. Just a few questions asked by the fielder and the batsman. Still don't know what the confusion. Captain Manu walks into the umpire again. JB is walking out with only just 1 run away from the win, from the great win. JB and Manu walks away, and the batsmen are back on the crease. Lachlan on strike, and they just need 1 run, just 1 run to win the title in 9 balls. 8th edition of Wyong Warriors Premier League is at the end now, with just 1 run remaining for the hosts to lift the title. Umpires are having a chat in the middle. We still don't know what it is, but there is, of course, some confusion happening. Is it about the light? Is it about the wind? And is it about anything else? Really not sure. Looks like it's all resolved. The umpires are back into the sports, and the game is back on with Warriors just 1 run to win in 9 balls. Harsh with the 4th ball of the over. Oh, appeal, no, denied. It was a full toss, hitting just over the knee, and looks like it was a few inches away from the off stump. Good decision by the umpire. Great appeal from the Lions. It's worth a try in the last moments of the game, but still there is nothing can stop the Warriors now. Just 1 run required to lift the title in 8 balls. Dot ball. Looks like Lachlan is taking it easy because we have 7 balls left just to make 1 run. Just for 1 run. The scores are level now. 7 balls left and 1 run to walk into the title. Warriors hosting the tournament, fought through the tournament, hasn't lost a match today, and it's a single, brings the Warriors as the champions. Warriors lifts the trophy. The final has ended with Various leading in a 5-wicket win and claims the championship. There is still a lot of confusion happening in the middle, but the real story is Various are the champions now. Various Premier League 8th edition is for Various. After a long day of struggle and fighting, Various is now lifting the championship. Congratulations to Various, and a special mention for Dibin Krishnan for bringing Various back into the action. Great performance by the batsmen and the bowlers. Lions was massive and unbelievable on the field to start the innings, but they lost it at some stage when Dibin walks into the middle, helps the Warriors claim the trophy. And here are the crowds posing in front of the camera. Join the celebration with the dance. Thank you, thank you, thank you. It's a time for celebration. Celebration for Warriors. Everybody is walking into the crowd to celebrate. Thanks for watching. Thank you all. Madi. What?
Oh, good.